So, boy, army, welcome to another spicy one on the channel. In this one, we are looking at the new one to watch promo. I'm doing this video like an hour before it goes live because I know what the team is already. It's already been confirmed. Camavinga is the first card on this. He was confirmed by EA's Twitter as an objective card. Whether or not it's worth doing the objective card relies a lot on, or depends a lot even, on what the objectives are, how much of a chore it is to do. Camavinga, though, is a pretty good card. I just don't think Camavinga scores a lot. Like, let me look at Camavinga's stats last year for bronze. Obviously not as good a team, but just as he's scoring. He had 2 goals in 71 appearances playing in the French league. Obviously, Rennes aren't a great team, but it's a much worse league than La Liga. So that's not a great sign in terms of generally midfielders have to score goals to get in forms. So there's a decent chance this Camavinga isn't really going to get many, if any, upgrades. The one thing that is new on One to Watch this year is if one of the One to Watch players wins 5 out of their next 10 games, so starting this tonight basically, any of their next 10 league games, if they win 5 of them, they'll get an upgrade. So you'd expect Real Madrid to win 5 of the next 10, so this card will probably go to an 82, but by then it's going to be November, December time. Probably a little bit irrelevant by then. So you basically, if you're doing the objectives, you're probably doing it for an 82 card for an SBC. If he gets 2 upgrades plus the 5 wins, so to 3, and goes to like an 86, he could be really, really good. 4-star, 3-star solid, and he's a very well balanced card. It's just right now he needs a few upgrades to get there. It's just whether or not he's going to get them, probably not. There might be an SBC that comes out later. If there is a good one, then I'll do a video by it, but for now we're just discussing the team that's been released. Malen, striker, playing for Dortmund, playing next to Haaland, probably going to get plenty of goals, you'd assume. Solid card. If you had 4-star weak foot, it'd be class. If you packed him in your SB or One to Watch pack, assuming you waited like a good boy in time, then this Malen's decent card. Not insane. Probably needs 3 upgrades again before he becomes really good, but it is a pretty decent card. Bergwijn, pretty useless card. Not quick, not that good on the ball, bad physical. This is probably the worst card in the One to Watch promo to pack, I'd say. I guess he might get upgrades playing at Ajax. They'll win 5 out of the next 10. And there's a pretty good chance that as an attacking player for Ajax, he'll get opportunities. Dumfries, he's quite an attacking fullback. You just assume Inter will probably win 5 of the next 10. This Dumfries is one of those that give him an upgrade or 2 and he's a beast because he's already good. But it's not the most exciting one. Locatelli, he's very slow, but you can use these type of players more so on this year's game, I'd say. I think Locatelli has got a reasonable card on how FIFA 22 plays. Juventus, normally I would say Juventus are probably going to win 5 of the next 10. They did just beat Chelsea, so maybe that'll be a catalyst for their season, but they've really not been very special this year in Serie A. I think they're like mid-table, so I think they probably will win 5 of the next 10. It's Juve, and it's an okay card. At this point as well, any of these cards, if they get a 5 upgrade, even if they're not getting in forms, you're getting an 84 plus rated card for an SBC, so not too bad. So, big downgrade this year. Had a pretty bad year at Atletico last year. Chelsea almost certainly will win 5 of the next 10. If this guy gets that, still not a fantastic card, similar to Locatelli. He's a better card than Locatelli overall, probably, just because he's got the extra pace as well. But I don't think he's too excited. The Prem with the options is there. Upamecano definitely will get an upgrade based on Bayern Munich. Beast of a card. Upamecano is very good on this FIFA. One of the best centre-backs to use right now. Will he get upgrades based on his actual performances? Most likely not. Defenders, it's very hard for them to get guaranteed upgrades. You can't really rely on that. So I wouldn't be too excited about that. Alaba, very good card. One of these, if he had like 81, 82 pace, he's right up there for top tier centre backs at this point of the game. Again, Madrid, you'd expect them to get wins. Most of the teams in the One to Watch promo are very good teams because they pick them based on players who've made big transfer moves. That's the whole point of One to Watch. Alaba's good. He's one of these. If he got a couple of upgrades, You could see him being a very good CDM, to be honest, in this game as well. A little bit like, he's a bit of a worse version of Marquinhos, basically, on the game. Grealish, the weak foot really does hurt Jack. It's usable this year, these type of players. I just think if he had a few more pace and a 4-star weak foot, it becomes a very good card. Man City almost certainly going to get the 5 wins. So you'd expect him to get to an 86, which if it gives him like 3 pace and a +2 or 3 on the other stats, it's going to be a pretty good card. Grealish is the type of player you'd expect to at least get 1 or 2 informs this year. So he could get to like an 88, 89. Hakimi, I would be surprised if Hakimi doesn't get any informs. He is a very, very attacking fullback. Up there with the best modern fullbacks at attacking, getting lots of goal contributions, especially playing in that PSG team. He's one of the best players in the game for his position at the moment. Debatably is the best right back, got a very good weak foot. Doesn't really have any major weaknesses. Any upgrades on this guy, he becomes even more special. So this would be, in my opinion, a very good untradeable card to have. He's got very good links, strong link to Mbappe, Messi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe. So even though he's a fullback and might not be worth as much as he should, I think he's one of the best cards you can get. And then we've got the last two, CR7 and Varane, both the Man U boys. These are obviously the 2 standouts. When you look at the team, if I go all the way from bottom to top, probably not worth grinding the objective. Decent, poor. It's a fullback who's not rapid, probably not too excited. Pretty bad, decent, but probably not going to get many upgrades. Same with him. Decent, but not got the weak foot. And the top 3 here are the exciting ones. Varane is top 5 centre-backs in the game outside of icons right now. Strong links to all the really good Man U players. Strong link to play like Kante, Lloris, any other French players. Varane is very, very good at this point in the game. Man U probably get 5 wins. They've got some tough fixtures, to be fair, in those games. But you'd expect Man U to probably get that. And then Varane's one of these cards who he's just good every FIFA. He's a good FIFA player. And then obviously, by far, the best card you want in this promo, CR7. I mean, in the team 2, we're going to probably get a Messi one to watch. Though I think we've even been confirmed a Messi one to watch. There'll be some other good ones in that. It depends if you want to wait. I would open your one to watch pack this week because effectively, if you wait for 2 teams, I don't even know if you can pack both or if you wait. Maybe if you wait for the second team, you can only pack that team, then I don't know. But if you can pack both, then you could have the potential issue of just too many bad cards in there. The CR7 is still a class card, still one of the very, very best players on FIFA. He's the one you want. Man U, if they get 5 wins, he's already 92. CR7 should get a few informs this year. He's already settled in well at United, as everyone expected. Great card. One to watch promo isn't one that excites me too much. I just don't think... I think the 5 wins is good. Makes it a bit better, but these cards just generally get a bit outdated, basically. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, keep it spicy.